Meanwhile, Democrats in Congress have been pushing hard for a national red flag law that would allow police to seize firearms from individuals who have not even been charged with a crime, much less convicted of one. It's not a good idea, but if you're going to pass a law like that, you might want to apply it to, say, gang members who are responsible for the overwhelming majority of gun murders in this country. But they don't want that. Congressman Ken Buck is a Republican from Colorado. He introduced an amendment that would apply a red flag to those gang members on databases. But the Democrats voted it down. Amazingly, Congressman Buck joins us now. Congressman, thanks so much for coming on. So first, tell us why you introduced this. Why would you want a red flag law, if we pass one, to apply to gang members?
First, I don't want to pass one, but second,
right, exactly.
If it passes, it should apply to the most dangerous people in America, the most dangerous people with guns in America. Over 80% of the murders in America with guns are committed by gang members. Over 90% of the crime in America is committed by gang members. If we aren't targeting gang members, we aren't serious about gun violence in America.
So you make that's why I'm so grateful you came on tonight. It's such a compelling and obvious point that you're making. How could anybody possibly be for a red flag law that doesn't apply to gang members?
Well, for one thing, I think the Democrats are trying to disarm rural America. And the second thing, I think that they aren't serious about gun violence. If they were serious, they would target these particular individuals. And third, they don't trust law enforcement to create a gang database that is fair. And their really hatred for law enforcement is evident in voting down this amendment.
But they trust law enforcement to go to the homes of law-abiding citizens and seize their firearms.
Absolutely. And in fact, we haven't heard anything about no-knock warrants. We haven't heard anything about the process that law enforcement can use to take law-abiding citizens' weapons away from them. But that's exactly what the Democrats want to do. And they will be pitting honest citizens against law enforcement. And law enforcement, in many instances, my home county, they don't want to enforce these laws.
But they really got their hackles up when you suggested this would apply to gang members. It's almost as if they see gang members as a critical constituency.
You know, I have to tell you, they certainly see urban America as a critical constituency, and there is much sympathy in urban America for some gang members. When you're a victim of crime, you don't have much sympathy for gang members, but these politicians do.
I think that's right, and I think there are a lot of people living in cities who probably need to have firearms at home to protect themselves.
Absolutely.
Real sympathy for them. Congressman, thank you for coming on, and thank you for raising that point because it just illustrated where they're coming from.
Thank you.
50